What's up, guys? My name is Luke. I am the Offensive Yak, and thank you for joining me today for episode number 29 of our Direwolf 20 playthrough, where in this episode, we're going to fight the Wither, like I said last time. So, yeah, let's roll the intro and let's just get to it. Let's try fighting it, see if it goes as badly as last time. All right, guys, and here we go. That is one mean-looking Wither. All right. I guess that means it's time. This is going much better than last time. We'll see if it keeps up. Of course, it's because now it's immune. And I'm sure I've got these skeleton thingy-mabobbers behind me here. That's okay. Oh, it's about to do its big attack here. I can use this time to take out these guys. The Wither minions. And it's almost dead. Almost. Come on. Yes. Woo. Well, that was exciting. We survived. So that's something. And I should have another star. Boom. Another star. And it looks like you cannot capture the Wither. You know, I really didn't expect it to work, you know, capturing the Wither. But now we have confirmation. And we have another star. So, with that, I think it's time that we start working towards an automation to said Wither. Because it's going to get harder from there, from what I hear. There's a progressive bosses mob in this particular mod pack that makes the Wither get harder each and every time. So I'd like to, as soon as possible, make it so that we don't have to deal with him anymore, and we just have all the mob stuff, or all the nether stars that we need. So I think in order to do that, we're gonna get into industrial foregoing. And we've got to tech through it quite a bit in order to get to where we need to be in order to make use of the Wither Builder and the Wither Killer and all of that stuff. So let's just do that. Looks like I got plenty of patterns. Cool. At industrial, at foregoing. There we go. So here's all your industrial foregoing stuff. Industrial foregoing is a really cool mod. I know that it's kind of like inspired by another mod, and that I never played with myself. So I don't know what mod that is, but I know that this is one of my favorite mods because it does some really unique stuff. So it has stuff like enchantment, factories and extractors and applicators. The mechanical dirt's okay. It's like that dreadful dirt we talked about last time that we're going to eventually get. In fact, maybe in this episode. But it requires stuff to make it spawn, so it's not my favorite. It's got like sewage stuff. It's got the Wither Builder, of course, which we're going to use another star for. Hopefully the nether star we already have. The hydroponic bed is really good. Of course, the mob crusher, the mob slaughter factory, all of that stuff. But so to get started, what we're going to do is we're going to teach our refined storage system here how to make a few things. So these guys are made in the dissolution chamber, which requires a pity machine frame. We're also going to need to know how to make diamond gears. I'm definitely going to have to get my machine set back up, my digital miner here. You'll see that refined storage will handle the processing or the movement of the latex, which is awesome. And then the advanced machine frame, which is going to need plastic. Plastic is smelted dry rubber, and dry rubber comes from tiny dry rubber, and tiny dry rubber comes from the latex processing unit. So we're going to need to make a latex processing unit. And in order to do that, we're going to need latex. The latex comes from the fluid extractor. And then our final one here, we're going to need ether to get the supreme. And what do we need for the wither builder? We need the supreme. Okay. All right, now to get the ether gas, it comes from a laser drill over the wither. Yeah, okay. So we're going to need a fluid laser base and some fluid laser drills. We're going to need purple lenses. It can be in any biome, any Y level, but it's got to be over a wither. Now, I know that there is, well, there's a book for industrial foregoing. Let's get said book. Okay. And while we're at it, though, a few of the other things we're going to definitely want, these add-ons. Yeah, we'll get to those in the future then. Let's see. Yeah, black hole tanks in the future. Black hole controller, dissolution, latex, and fluid extractor. Yes. Okay, these are all generators. Okay, animal feeder, animal rancher, mob slaughter factory. We're definitely going to be wanting. Okay. Mob crusher will end up wanting. Obviously the wither builder. I'm looking for something. Well, we'll definitely want the material stoneworks factory. Let's see. I know what I'm looking for, but I don't know the name of it. I'll know it when stasis chamber. That's the one we're looking for. So the stasis chamber, which doesn't look too bad. I mean, I'll have to go get a couple of gas tiers, and we're going to have to get up to the point where we can make the advanced machine frames. But the stasis chamber, if we look in the book here, at miscellaneous, yeah, stasis chamber. When provided with power, this machine will freeze and heal any entity that it's in its working area. That includes the wither, folks. So you can spawn a single wither, and as long as you don't kill it right off the bat, you can then stasis it using just a bit of power to do so, and then you stasis it and use the fluid laser to drill the wither for its ether gas. That ether gas will then produce, or it'll be used for a lot of things. including making the highest end machine frame for this particular mod. So I want to get a chest real quick. Sure, diamond will work. So these 3 will go in that for now. The rest of these can go wherever I have an opening. Okay, and then this one is going to go in the basic smelting factory, which is now full. Okay. Yeah, that's a problem. Now, is there a book for refined storage yet? It doesn't look like it. I know there's one for reborn storage, but it doesn't have a recipe. I'm going to go look up refined storage real quick and see if they have a way to improve the capacity of our crafters yet. And I'll be right back. Alright, guys, I am back. I remembered this being a thing, but I wasn't 100% sure how it worked. So, you only can put so many patterns into a crafter. And so, take this crafter here. This crafter is feeding into my basic smelting factory, which, of course, gets a lot of patterns. There's a lot of things that need to be smelted. But when you run out of space there, you can actually just put another one facing into it, and it'll basically daisy chain. So here I've got the glass pattern, and if I go ahead and craft another stack of glass, you'll see that, hey, it works. So it's nice and simple to do that. So running out of patterns on refined storage, not a big deal. I know that on AE2, it's more difficult than that. So yeah, so that's cool. Now, in order to get into our industrial foregoing, which, thank goodness, has a nice book. The basics, you start out with getting a fluid extractor and a latex processing unit, so that you can make plastic. And then a dissolution chamber, which is what you use to make everything else. So let's start with a few things. Okay. The first thing I'm actually going to be wanting is going to be a 64K fluid storage. There we go. And then I want to make a fluid storage block. Of course, I don't have the things for it. I can make the things for it, though. There we go. Boom. Fluid storage block. And we're going to come over here. So this one here is our water block. This one here is going to be latex. Here in a minute. Let's see. Let's just start with our fluid extractors. Pistons. We do not know how to make pistons. Okay. Let's take care of that. Teach you how to make pistons. Teach you how to make sticky pistons. Okay, and then we're going to need another crafter here. Boom. All right, so if I wanted to make 4 of these, here's one missing cobblestone. And I don't have all that much cobblestone on me either, because, well, I haven't been mining for it since I lost all of my blocks. So there's 1. Boom. 2. Yeah, we don't know how to make those. 3. And 4. And then I want some sort of placer. What have we got? Placeholder. So there is a block placer from Industrial Foregoing. I know how to make plastic, but I don't have the things for it. Because if I go here, yes, I know how to make dry rubber, but I don't have the tiny dry rubber yet. So we're going to have to do this manually for now. Is it a dispenser? No, that won't do it either. So we're going to have to... It looks like the Industrial Foregoing block placer is the only one that we have available as far as block placers go. We're going to do this over here, I think. Maybe over in this corner. Alright, so... Looks like these place facing away from you. Okay. So what you do is you put your 4 fluid extractors down here. And if I look at the uses on fluid extractors, you'll see that it's 4 millibuckets per work cycle, tripled when powered, of course. For acacia, 3 for dark oak, and then all the others are 1 or are 2. So we're gonna want acacia if we have it. I'm not 100% sure that we have it though. I do have some acacia saplings. I could bone meal up a few of those. Sure. What do we got for bones? Oh yeah. That's plenty. And then we'll head out. Well, we'll sleep. And then we'll head outside. We're going to bone meal up an acacia tree or 2. And I still have my broad axe. Good. Also, now that we're not fighting the wither anymore, let's trade out my armor again. Because I missed the speed. Oh, much better. Alright, we're just gonna head here-ish. Except, creeper, go away. Of course you would. Alright. We can do our acacia here. And I think acacias are one of the ones that you can do for like 4x4. I don't vanilla very much, so we'll see. No, it doesn't look like it. All right. All right, well, that's more than a stack. That should be plenty for now. So we head back home. I put away my broad axe, and we go upstairs. And we're going to come over here. Now I've got power right here, assuming it's still working. And it is not. Okay. Good to know. Yeah, we're gonna, in fact, we're gonna fix this right now because that is going to get real annoying. So we're gonna switch over to the mechanism power pipes, which means we're gonna want to teach them to the system. Basic universal cables. Boom, and we already know how to make steel. And then advanced. Elite. And ultimate. Okay, and if I wanted some ultimate, say a stack. Looks like I've got enough stuff to do a stack of them. Okay, good there, good there, good there, and good there. Cool. For some reason, though, this one is still working. Now, what the difference is, I don't know. The good news is we've got plenty of power now. You know, I mean, we can make up to, I think our max output on this is like 60,000 per tick. And we're not burning anywhere near enough for that. In fact, I'm going to take these diamonds back. How's our lava doing? Yeah, we're full. Perfect. So yeah, I'm going to have to submit a bug report on the on pipes for that, because that is a serious problem. Also, I'm going to want one of these. Configurator is what they are called. There we go. Boom. And looks like it's already filling up. Perfect. All right. Let's head up here, over here. Okay. Universal pipes. They're already working, but just to make sure, we're going to do that. Okay. And then I want pipes going that direction. Grab me my polished andesite so I can fill this all in. We're actually going to move these guys. And we're going to move them right over here. There we go. Now, I don't believe, I could be mistaken, but I do not believe that there's any sort of facade for universal cables. Which is too bad. Facades are awesome, and not having them kind of kind of bites, but that's okay. We'll make it work. Honestly, what I should do is just put these down one more level so that they're more in the ceiling than they are in the floor. But that's okay. This is our automated area anyways. I don't really care as much what it looks like. And we do need to leave this middle part open so that we can put our block placer in there. So I'll show you how these things work. All you do is this. Boom. The acacia log will slowly get broken, and these will start building up latex. Just like that. Now we're going to want to take that latex out of these. Now, normally you would just pipe the latex out of them and into a tank or something like that. But since we are actually going to be using our refined storage system to handle our latex, we're going to do this. We're going to grab importers and some cables. Boom. Not what I wanted to do. I believe I have to turn these on for fluid. And just like that. Boom. Now, of course, they're not going to be extracting yet. I need to get a bucket in one of them. You know, maybe with a little of that. Boom. Bucket. And let's grab a bucket. And boom. I now have a bucket of latex. That's weird. I don't have a elevator there. I'll have to fix that. Now we're going to come over here and we're going to filter this block with latex. And I want it whitelisted for latex only. And then if I just stick a thing there, boom, it'll start filling up with latex. And because we're whitelisting those, only latex will go in there. Now we can use this bucket of latex that I have to make a latex processing unit. We're going to need a bucket of water, which we can just come over here to our fluid grid. And because we have a bucket in our other grid, I can just extract a bucket of water. And then we're going to make a latex processing unit. We've already got the fluid extractors, so we're going to make a latex processing unit. Boom. Latex processing unit. All right, and we're going to head back up here. So the latex processing unit is pretty simple. You give it water and latex. I believe it's water and latex. Let's see. I guess we can check the book. Latex processing unit. Yep, give it latex, give it water, and it makes tiny dry rubber. So all we're going to do is we're going to go here. We're going to grab an extractor or an exporter. There we go. And then we're going to switch this over to fluid mode. And I want a bucket of water. Oh, right. Switch it back over to crafting mode first. I need a couple of buckets. Just give me 10 buckets. Okay. Now that there's buckets, I need a bucket of water and a bucket of latex. And I guess technically I didn't need a bucket of water and latex. I could have used JEI integration for that, but that's okay. And then we're going to need to give it power, which is easy enough because I've got power right here. Boom. All right. And we're going to fill that back in. It is now producing tiny dry rubber, just like that. Now, we're going to access said tiny dry rubber. Well, first, let's add... let's get a stack upgrade and some speed upgrades. And then we're going to want a external storage device. Stack and speeds, that'll keep it going there. And of course, we're going to be limited a bit by our latex production. And then I'm going to take our external storage here. And boom. I want it to be extract only. And now it will be able to extract the tiny dry rubber. Now, we'll be able to add upgrades to these, make it faster, make it more efficient, stuff like that. We just haven't yet. Okay, we're going to get a bit of latex going here. So you'll see that it's going... So first off, it strips the log. Now, when it's in the stripped acacia log form, it does not produce as much. In fact, it produces only 25% as much latex. But it's only in that stripped state for a short time, so it's not a big deal. This holds 16 buckets of fluid. Okay. We'll go ahead and I want to get a decent amount of tiny dry rubber here. And then, because we're using an external storage on this, instead of just importing it into the system, because if we import it into the system, it's just going to keep importing into the system. It's going to fill up my drives, or I'd have to put it in a drawer, and it'll just fill up the drawer and then start voiding. But because we're using an external storage on this, it's going to fill up these 9 spaces and then stop. It's perfect. All right, so this over here, this here. I'm pretty sure I can put that away. I'll keep out the blocks one. I'll keep that out. This can go away for now. Yeah, that and that can go away. I'll keep this out. Okay, so the next thing we're going to want to make, okay, is plastic. Plastic, you just take 9 tiny dry rubber to make a dry plastic, or excuse me, a dry rubber, and then you smelt it into plastic. We've already taught the system how to do it. Cool, we're done. Now, add-ons are really cool, but you need a dissolution chamber to make the add-ons. Why hadn't we made a dissolution chamber yet? Because you need plastic to do so. So we can now go make our dissolution chamber. Yeah, let's see. I'm pretty sure I made a boatload of elevators. I did. Perfect. It's not the right color. I'll get some. Pretty sure I'm using deep slate blocks. So with the elevators, you can just click another block onto them, and it'll take that shape. Cool. So next up is the disillusion chamber, which apparently I taught to the system. Okay. So the system's just missing how to make blaze dust. Now, we do have crap tons of blaze rods, but we still want to be kind of smart about this, okay? So if I look at the recipes for this here, we can, with things we already have automated. Yeah, okay, we can't really do any of them, so we're just going to teach it the regular old recipe. Wherever it is, there. And now we should be able to make the disillusion chamber. Perfect. I don't know how many disillusion chambers we're going to want. It may just be the one, in all honesty, because we're using refined storage. If we were using AE2, we might want more. But I think with refined storage, we'll be able to do it with just the one. So we're going to want a crafter on it. Luckily, I've got crafters here. And my wrench. Like that. And it looks like it's already connected. Perfect. Then we need to give it power. Boom. And andesite. Okay. The disillusion chamber is ready. It's actually not quite ready. This is, in my opinion, the biggest problem with refined storage, okay? With AE2, you can tell the machines to push the items back into the crafter. It's called an interface in AE2, but it functions the same. And then it'll import it back into the system. You can't do that in refined storage, unfortunately. You have to pipe them back into the system with another device, whether it be them all piping into an interface like I've got going on over there, or getting an importer or something like that. It's too bad, but you know, it is what it is. It's not the worst thing in the world, but I think it is the worst thing about refined storage. So we're gonna need another importer here. I don't know that we'll need any speed upgrades or anything. What I will say, though, the thing that refined storage does better than AE2, and it's like a no contest, like hands down, is better at fluid handling. So much better. So if we come down here and we grab these patterns, and we go stick them in this crafter, I can show you. So the next one up is going to be the simple machine frame. Now, I'm going to go do this. No, we're just going to do it up here. Okay. The simple machine frame. Okay. So needs latex, which it says we're missing some. Okay. Yes, because it's all been going into here. We'll get some more. And I need more acacia. logs. Because this one's about to break. Come on. Whew. I've used like 3 hours out of my time in a bottle today. Now, what else was it saying I was out of? Nether bricks. Okay. Yeah, we can teach the system how to make nether bricks. That shouldn't be an issue. All right. Actually, we're going to want to be in this one. I want to be able to make this and this. We're going to want... No, it's just netherrack melted. That's easy enough. Basic smelting factory. And this can go there. Okay, now I should have enough to make a simple machine frame, I believe. Yes, okay. So we're going to make it from up there because I want to show you what happens on the machine when I do that. Because, like I said, refined storage handles fluids like this latex so much better than AE2. Because AE2 does not have native fluid handling. At least the last time I used it, they did not have native fluid handling. So we're going to go ahead and request this. And you should see it all come in here. There we go. And it even deposited the latex. It deposited everything. The little delay was probably it smelting up the nether bricks and plastic. But yeah, it just works. And that's amazing. So yeah, that's it. That's the dissolution chamber done. Now, I want to use that machine. I want a block placer. Now it's using the pity machine frame. All right. Boom. Block placer. Okay. And we're going to come over here. And I'll just do this. All right, so we're going to want the block placer there. It's already got power. And that's that. That's easy enough. We'll go ahead and grab any other acacia I've got, which is just 3 of them. Okay, and then there. We should see, once this stripped acacia is done, it placed another one. Oh, that's awesome. We should be building up a decent amount of latex here in the system. All right. Well, guys, I think that's going to be it for today's episode. Yeah, we're well on our way into industrial foregoing. Next steps in industrial foregoing, I believe, are going to be the pink slime and liquid meat. Which probably means we're going to have to go revisit the mob farm a little bit, because we're going to need to get the dreadful dirt and probably set up a second one with the delightful dirt so that we can use both of those to get the pink slime and the liquid meat, depending on which one we need. I believe you get more pink slime from hostile mobs and more of the liquid meat from passive mobs, but I could be wrong on that. And then we'll use that to make further machine frames and tech up to where we can stasis the wither to get ether to make the wither builder so that we can completely automate the wither. And then that'll be that. I won't ever have to fight the wither again and die horribly again. All right, guys. My name is Luke. I am the Offensive Yak. Thank you guys for joining me today. Hope you're enjoying this content. If you are, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button so you get notified of more videos, which there should be one coming at you tomorrow. And I'll catch you guys there. Offensive Yak out.